Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Happy and Moon. This game taking place here on Tide Hunters. Moon spawning as well the 10 o'clock at the 10 o'clock position as the red night elf. Meanwhile, Happy over here on the bottom right hand side of the map spawning as the yellow undead. Had a little bit of a jump scare this morning. Woke up at 5:40, got ready, started to leave my room and go down the stairs, and in the middle of my hallway, with it being, how come it, wow, that was a long pause, please. In the middle of my hallway is my middle daughter just standing there in the dark, and right as I walk by her, she goes, "Hi," and it just absolutely like jumped me out of my skin at that moment because like it's pitch black in the dark. I generally know where everything is, and I'm just walking my way through, figuring out where things are, what to do, and I've done this for years now, casting this early in the morning, and no one has ever tried to jump scare me at 6 o'clock in the mornings, and the hallway was completely dark. So yeah, a little bit of a jump scare there. If I'm seem a little bit out of it, maybe my heart rate is still a little bit higher, but hopefully we can get straight into this game now. Death Knight going up against a Demon Hunter. A Demon Hunter coming in from Moon this time instead of the Keeper of the Grove. All right. Moon and Happy have gone up against each other very many times in history, and Moon perhaps trying to deviate from the typical Keeper of the Grove, wanting to get that Demon Hunter out earlier and be able to perhaps get some mana burns off earlier. The more mana burns you use on your opponent's heroes, generally the more effective that Demon Hunter is, as you're limiting their ability to cast spells. We all know how important the spells are for the undead army being able to heal up efficiently, and also dealing out that damage with those frost novas and those death coils. Happy continuing to be fairly aggressive, now retreating back, both sides sitting at 2.5, as we're looking at skeletal minions and ghouls perhaps going after a giant sea turtle creep camp here, still having one additional charge of Rod of Necromancy. Off to the north, Demon Hunter getting slowed down quite a bit, does have a fair number of archers. Archers should be able to pelt down these warriors pretty easily. There is one Murloc who's actually doing quite a bit of healing, and we're going to see another one taken down right there, followed by this last little healer guy who does have medium armor, meaning that he takes reduced damage from the archers. Hey, Segmenos, how are you doing? All right, Demon Hunter looking to perhaps try and finish off or get a mana burn off on that Death Knight. Death Knight was actually a little bit behind right there. Interesting strategy, as we're going to see some damage being absorbed by that ghoul there. We don't see an expansion attempt at all. There's a lot of, I guess, green blood from those Murlocs. Never really noticed that there. The blood is splatter changes depending on what type of a race unit dies there, as the Demon Hunter now makes its way back. I never checked. Do undead units bleed? All right. Anyways, come back around. I would assume acolytes bleed, because acolytes, although they are technically undead units, I think they're not actually undead. They are actually just human or live units that are serving the other side there, as we see Dust of Appearance now on Happy. Happy with that Death Knight now trying to lead the charge. Moonwell just in time as Happy tries to go after, taking quite a bit of damage once more. Expansion attempt off to the north was cleaned up. Ancient of War off to the north here, hiding itself, and the Death Knight of Happy will not spot this, as the Demon Hunter continues to try and rack up damage onto those ghouls as they are fleeing. Panda now coming back around, and Moon going to be able to easily get a Breath of Fire off across multiple units here, and Moon is just trying to play his game, and Happy is not having any of it. Moon is one to often love expansions, but has constantly been pressured by these wandering ghouls to not set it up properly. Down to the south here, we are going to Black Citadel already. No sign of that slaughterhouse, no sign of that second hero as of yet. Trying to race to tier 3. Happy really squeezing every ounce of usefulness out of this Death Knight here with that Unholy Aura and those handful of ghouls, being able to keep back a much larger army and keep it at bay. All right, Demon Hunter Panda continuing to battle it up here. We're going to look at the Death Knight, perhaps try and wander on in once more. Demon Hunter may try to come around the back and perhaps get a breath or a mana burn off onto that Death Knight here in just a moment. The Death Knight now having more than 100 mana for the first time in a long time, getting ready for an engagement as in comes the Panda here. All right, little bit of damage. There's a Death Coil for the save. Are we going to see a Drunken Haze? Yes, we are. The Drunken Haze actually perhaps going to save an Archer here as the Demon Hunter now tries to get a mana burn off, does get a mana burn, but really not that high. Coming back around still, we still see an Ancient of War off to the side here. Low hit point Archer was able to regroup with the rest of the units, and the battle is still going strong. A little bit off to the races style of play, but Happy, completely content with how the way things are going, as he will be at tier 3. He will have his Lich, and he will have that Orb of Corruption while training up some Obsidian statues. All right, staying close to home for now, wanting to get to level 3 on that Death Knight. Lich may take a little bit too much experience, but I believe the Death Knight should be fairly close to level 3 after this, if not getting already there. Dryads now joining in on the battle. Moon clearing up the remainder of this creep camp. Forest Troll Trappers. Brewmaster picks up True Shot Aura, the perfect item for this army so far, giving a nice damage bonus across the board to all of these range units back here. Brewmaster gonna go ahead and finish things up, has that Breath of Fire now. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter trying to get some mana burns off and could actually take a little bit too much damage here, trying to retreat back now, able to retreat back. Are we gonna see another Frost Nova? Lich could easily get off one more Frost Nova, as Moon wanted and had eyes for that mana burn, but was unable to do exactly that, as the Lich is getting both hit points and mana up until it got up to up into 125, making sure that it was able to get another Frost Nova given the opportunity. Scroll of Town Portal given to the Brewmaster. Demon Hunter trying to finish off the remainder of this creep camp here. Damage on that Demon Hunter really stacks up extremely quickly once it gets focus fired. Once one Frost Nova, one Death Coil, and a little bit of focus fire is all it takes to take it down. Death Knight handing the Lich that Orb of Corruption. Are we going to see a bit of detonation? Yes, we are, removing some mana from the Death Knight and the Obsidian statues. Lich now already at level 2, going for Frost Armor as the second ability to try and protect any unit that starts to take a little bit of damage from either the Panda, Demon Hunter with that slowdown there. All right, Reef Elemental easily going to get finished up there. Panda is now sitting at level 3, has a Wand of Mana Stealing, not necessarily the item that he wants, but may be able to prevent a Frost Nova or two. And if that's the case, that could be all the swing that Moon needs. It is going to come down to timing. That Lich's auto attack range is rather far, and opening that Lich to be able to get off plenty of Frost Novas. All right, gonna go ahead and get in the engagement there. Death Coil, Frost Nova straight up onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, Potion of Invulnerability, just a split second late there, as he really wanted it as the Death Coil was inbound. Demon Hunter still continuing to battle up. There goes another bit of damage. Potion of Healing used again, and the Demon Hunter just trying to shake off that damage and make its way over as the Tree of Life is about to fall. So much damage coming back across here. Mana burn onto the Naga Sea Witch. Damage is adding back up. The Breath of Fire across multiple units. Is this expansion worth taking down, or is it worth saving? That is the question here, as the repairs are not going to be enough. Level 1 Naga Sea Witch has fallen. Trading the Naga Sea Witch and trying to take down as many other units as you can. Staff of Preservation saves the Dryad. 45 supply compared to 50, as Moon loses the expansion, takes down the level 1 Naga Sea Witch, gains a little bit more experience, but, well, at this point, the tempo and pacing of the game, going from level 3 to level 4, isn't going to be that big of a power spike for the overall Night Elf army. Lich now out and about here, going to use a dual Obsidian statues, get some armor onto the Gargantuan Sea Turtles and all of these units here. Gargantuan Sea Turtle looking to back away, trying to finish off the remainder of these giant Sea Turtles. Look how quickly they're going to get taken down with negative arm or 0 armor, and also that medium damage bonus. Naga Sea Witch back out in play here, is separated as the Night Elf army is right in the middle. Where is that damage going to come from? There's a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire across multiple units, as there was the mana burn there. One ghoul getting taken down. The ghouls could get taken down pretty easily. Obsidian statues are trying to heal. Naga Sea Witch now the Lich trying to back away. So many low hit point ghouls here that could easily just be finished off. There should go a couple more as one ghoul gets taken out, another ghoul could get taken out. And Dryad's now trying to keep a little bit of distance as the Naga Sea Witch is just playing ring around the army here as the Lich will get taken down. Lich gets taken down. Mana Bird now on the Naga Sea Witch once more, and that is a big win for Moon there as low hit point units are now trying to back away. Some low hit point ghouls have also get backed up as well as the Death Knight purposely gets into harm's way to prevent that Naga Sea Witch from falling as well. If both the Naga Sea Witch and the Lich need to be resurrected. Well, no, Lich already resurrected back at the tavern. Units are going to try and re-engage here. 49 supply compared to 50 as an expansion is once more trying to be established by Moon. 52 supply compared to 50 here. Demon Hunter will get to level 4. Brewmaster will perhaps get to level 4. Going to be very, very close after these two. Are they level 2 creeps or level 1? Level 1 creep. Only a little bit more experience needed. Yeah, 5 experience shy as the Brewmaster will get to level 4 here. Drunken Brawler may be what is in order here to try and get in a little bit of additional damage. I don't think Drunken Haze, level 2 Drunken Haze. There's a Breath of Fire finishing off that last Murloc, getting in a little bit more experience as well as we see another Mana Burn go down. Death Coil, Frost Nova, Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter. Units now trying to retreat back as we're seeing Happy transition into more and more Crypt Fiends as Moon goes into heavier Dryad count. Demon Hunter now making its way back down. We are only at Tree of Ages, not yet at Tree of Eternity. No additional healing available as there are no signs of Druids of the Claw. Druids of the Claw would be a bit of a liability at this point and stage of the game as they don't have their bear form and won't have it for quite some time. And with only 560 hit points and not that big of a damage is not a very viable tier 2 unit. All right. Brewmaster continuing to fight things up off over here. We're going to see how they come across. A little bit of damage onto that Destroyer. No Orb of Venom either since we are only at Tier 2. Death Coil, Frost Nova. So much damage absorbed there as the Staff of Preservation used after the Mana Burn. Trying to slowly tick away at Happy's overall count on that mana. Expansion once more up and operational. No sign of an expansion coming in from Happy, and Happy has to be the king of one base play for Undead now. He has been playing this so cleanly, knowing the timings so well, and knowing when to put pressure onto his opponent and when to, well, perhaps try and back away. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 2 wants to get to level 3 for that level 3 Fork Lightning. Meanwhile, Sea Giant Hunter is going to get taken down here. Is the large guy? Yep, the Granite Golem is back there. Wasn't getting focused down for some strange reason, as we're going to see the Granite Golem easily get taken down now. That drop in armor greatly reducing the amount of its effective hit points overall, and those Crypt Fiends able to fight from a bit of range, picking up a Helm of Valor. Death Knight up to 1,000 hit points at level 4 has almost 6 armor. Meanwhile, Panda looking to finish off the remainder of this Gargantuan Sea Turtle Creep Camp. Gonna drop the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, pick up the Potion of Greater Mana. That should be a very, very helpful item indeed. And Gauntlets of Ogre Strength plus 3, is it going to be given to anyone else? No, it is not. Not quite sure what is better here. Slippers of Agility, probably because the Demon Hunter is an agility-based hero and wants that a bit of additional damage. Tree of Life still does not have Nature's Blessing, only has 2 armor, and with that 2 armor can easily get taken down. Repairs are underway now. Where are all of the units going to try and travel off to? There it is, straight up in that position. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Scroll of Healing, as we see Disease Cloud now coming back across. Brewmaster taking quite a bit of damage as the units are still fighting underway, trying to get out of this tight, crazy spot here. Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble. Panda gets bursted down. Potion of Healing was not able to be transferred over in time, and that was the problem. Demon Hunter now using a Potion of Healing. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble. He could get bursted down to 14 hit points as he retreats back. Level 4 Brewmaster getting taken down, landing straight up on top of the undead army, and as the Death Knight and the Lich able to get off 2 very, very big bouts of damage onto those units, and now Moon's expansion may end up falling. Demon Hunter running back home, pretty much limping back home, as that Disease Cloud is preventing much of its healing. Meanwhile, well, I gotta say this, maybe Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 would have been the better item, as the Slippers of Agility, even though they do give a bit more armor, does not, you need the additional hit points against, well, the undead nukes. The Demon Hunter has high armor. That is his, that is the reason why he is a decent tank. But, well, Death Coil, Frost Nova, those are just numbers that bypassed armor, making things that much more difficult. All right, we may have a little bit of a last stand moment here. 2 level 4 heroes going up against 2 level 4s and a level 3. Dryads are trying to get up onto the high ground. You can see the Lich and the Death Knight able to do so much here. Obsidian statues really providing much more mana than one would normally expect. Maybe that's how you adjust things if you believe undead is too strong. Slow down the mana recovery rate on those obsidian statues, as the heroes seem to have just mana for days. Continuing to battle it through. Death Knight getting caught out in the open here. Demon Hunter could be in a little bit of trouble. Dryad trying to finish off more units, unable to do exactly that. And with Disease Cloud on all of these Dryads, you're going to notice how low hit point these Dryads are, and how, well, nighttime natural regeneration really hurts Night Elf. You can see this Dryad's probably going to get down to 2 hit points. This Dryad is already going to be at 2 hit points here in just a moment. 1 hit point, and it's just going to be continually over time taking that damage. Happy's army is dealing damage to the Night Elf army while not even being next to it. You can see how much damage has been done with just the meat wagon right there and that disease cloud. All right, still dripping away some damage onto that Dryad there, down to 97 hit points, and it is dropping. It is dealing 2 damage a second to multiple units while not even being there. And Happy dropping some meat wagons into a forest clearing, knowing that the Dryad army, if they try and engage, are going to have a very difficult time here, even trying to touch those units. Breath of Fire, we're looking at some low hit point Griffins trying to back away. Goblin Zeppelin going to end up hiding all the way in the back part here, as we're looking at a bit of damage. Are we going to see perhaps a Breath of Fire? Breath of Fire could have perhaps finished off that unit, and Moon gives the GG. A little bit of a cheeky play right there at the end in order to come out ahead. I say make the statue cost more or something. Maybe Destroyer Form upgrade costs more. No, yeah. Discussions on how to balance WarCraft 3 is, well, it's a discussion we should be having some time later. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about the comments below. Happy, really just playing cold and calculating, playing on the edge of a sword, playing a razor tight game, waiting for Moon, who doesn't make very many mistakes, to make a mistake and then capitalize on it. Thanks for watching.